everyone and welcome to a new video. Woo! As you can tell, I'm pretty excited this week because I really like what I did this week, and also I have some tea and I have a book to show you, so let's get started. First of all, we got these quick poses. I did one day before going to sleep, so I started with these. And then I did these ones around here. The idea was quite simple. I just had to write on Pinterest, pose, and draw wherever it appears. So that's it. Some models had clothes like this, so I drew them with that, and I just went with the flow. And in the future I want to draw them again, but with more exaggerated, like, I don't know, I just want big movements, very exaggerated poses, like some JoJo poses maybe. Then I swatch my crayons. I don't know which material are they, so I was going to call them oil crayons or pastel crayons, but honestly I don't know. There are the IKEA Möller crayons, if anyone knows them. And I drew these hands with them, and they felt a lot like some Enchantix thing. So, well, Enchantix and all that song. Then I tried to draw a flower, but I didn't really like how it came out. It was a bit difficult, but I didn't know that until I drew it, because all this is light and this part here is shadow and all that, but I couldn't get the colors and the shapes in a way that I can't really say, oh well, yeah, I understand what's happening here. I just saw the picture and I said, well, yeah, I can draw that, but I didn't stop first to try and understand what was happening, so that's what I got. Then we got some tea. Look at this. Okay. Full drawing first and tea now, okay? So if this is the first time you see one of my videos, or if you still haven't, I don't know, memorized her face, or if you can recognize her, this is my D&D character Fiona, and this is her love interest Siren. So in our previous session, well, it's actually the previous before the last one. Anyways, recently they got together finally after some drama, and I'm so glad about it. I'm so happy, honestly. It's like if I'd start dating someone. And since I'm so happy about it, I want to show you the drawings I did during the session, so I give you some context. So we have finished at dungeon where Fiona almost, well, left this world. Honestly, I was at 2 hit points below 0 to just, well, having to create a new character. After that traumatic experience, she goes to Zion and she goes like, well, do you want to hang out later? And he said, okay. But the thing is, he didn't thought that it was only the 2 of them. So she came to her door like, hey, I'm ready, we going? And he was like, where are the others? And no, there's no others. Weird, but let's go. They went to a place, it's like a huge, I don't know. I mean, there's one like this in China, but I don't know the name for that right now. You know, Big Wall of China, I think. Well, it's the same type of construction, okay? They were talking there and he was like, well, this is weird. What do you want to talk about actually? What do you want? And so she started to explain how she felt and what she was thinking, and honestly I don't remember much because I was really nervous. I could feel my face burning. It was crazy, okay? Hella crazy. And honestly, it didn't go that well, or at least not as I wanted. It was very uncomfortable, so I also think that was somehow very realistic considering their previous moments that were like this. He told her he liked her. Well, he gave her something, and she was like, oh, you give this type of things to someone you like, but in a, so don't give that to me, it's silly. He was like, well, the thing is, he wasn't supposed to propose, but somehow he did. And she was like, no, no. And it was really chaotic that night because even though she came back to kiss him, she wanted him so bad, but she's had so many bad experiences in love that honestly she was tired and afraid at this point. But hey, they talked, and it's been a while since she used makeup, and she did some makeup for that, and she will keep just you know, she was touching her face and screwing her eyes and all that, so that's how she ended up like this. This is all makeup, this is makeup. And it's funny because not only that happened, it rained, so her makeup became even worse. She went to her room when they came back, and she saw herself in the mirror, and she went to look for him like this, like, you saw me like this all the time and you didn't tell me. He was like, doesn't matter, you look fine. Like, excuse me. Okay, so they ended up on his room. After that, I don't really remember what happened, but they were supposed to be together already, and he told him something about, well, I'm not going to tell you to leave, but I'm going to close the door. And he went to him, and you know, she cabedoned him. I don't know if you can conjugate cabedon, but well, that happened, and she was like, am I supposed to be the one always kissing you first? And so he kissed her, but then she kissed him, like kiss. And well, can you play some saxophone music, like that exact saxophone song we're all thinking of right now? And so this is what you get the next day. Yay! Which it's related to the drawing I'm going to show you right now. Ta-da! Isn't it cute? I'm so happy I drew this. Honestly, I was really happy drawing this. I looked for many references. I drew them, but I wasn't happy with just drawing one, so I drew two and another one, and I'm glad. I'm really glad. Okay, but on a more technical side, I use a green pencil for the sketch, and so, well, then the colors will look like this. I really didn't like that, but I say, well, I'm going to experiment with things and see what happens, because that's what sketchbook is for. You can't be afraid of ruining your drawings, because if you don't do that, you don't get out of your comfort zone. So I did this, and then here what I did was erasing a bit the green pencil, which is supposed to be erasable, but you still are left with some marks, which is annoying, honestly. This thing here is a stone that works as a clock, and they have a inner joke with that. Yeah. These hearts here have an explanation, and I'm going to explain it soon, but first, this drawing here. Yeah, it's just that I think it's quite obvious that she just turned and he was like, oh my god. And this is the reason I drew hearts all over the place. I was making a chart with my alcohol makers, but overall they are old. I think they are almost a decade old, could be. If I bought them in 2017, yeah, they're probably a decade old almost. And so some tips are dry, some tips have like little balls at the end of the tips, so some balls fell well, and they fell here and here and here. So as you can see, I had to do something creative about it because I can just cover them. I did that here, and that's why we also got hearts in here. And I hadn't noticed it led to this part here. Well, that's it. Those are all my colors, and I'm trying to experiment more with them because I thought, well, they're drying already. I'm not gonna let them die just like that. Like, no, I'm gonna use them more, and that's what I did. And I used them for today's drawings. I didn't know what to draw, and I was feeling like it, honestly. So I did hands again. Yay! Yeah, I never in my life thought that I would be writing something like this, like hands. Okay, started with this, and then I think this one was the second one. Now it doesn't look that bad, but when I wrote this, it looked really weird because it's overall weird, the pose and all that. Also here, this hand, for some context, is supposed to go on top of my lap in a pose that is very Mahou Shoujo like. So yeah, very Mahou Shoujo, very weird too, because perspective and shit, I don't know. Well, I tried to use some natural colors here, but honestly it was feeling very boring because it was yellow, ochre, and some brown. And no, I wasn't liking it because of, you can see here the green. It was like, no. So I say, well, I'm going to directly use some green, and I think it's cute. I use green and then some gray, and with a colored pencil I did some bouncing light with blue. Also here, but no, actually here I use black pencil to do the line art, and I use some purple, like this purple I use here. I also use here. It's not really clear. Let me see if I can make it look. No, the camera really doesn't capture it, but well, I did that. Then we got this one here in pink. I really like this one. I think the colors are vibrant and really cute overall. It gives me like the vibes that someone is in the club. Yay! And then here I just mixed the three base colors, yellow, green, and then some pink. And I also use some purple here and here, also some blue for the outside. And well, that's it. This hand as well was weird, but when I added some color, it ended up looking nice. That will be everything on the topic of hands. But now I gotta show you something I bought this with, and I think it's really cool. Okay? Warning, spoiler alert. I'm a nerd. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a geometry book. Okay? This is a elementary school geometry book. But the thing is, not only that, it isn't cool just because of that. It is cool because this book here is 112 years old. Look, I don't know for you, but for me, that's really cool. Like, look at this mark here. It's so old, so beautiful. It has like, oh my god, look at this. You can't tell me this is I love old books, okay? Honestly, quite a lot of a nerd. Look at this. I love it. I just simply love it. Oh my god. So that will be everything for this week. And I'm gonna leave this image while I say goodbye because it's my favorite drawing of the week. So as always, thank you so much for watching. For this week, I have a question, very random question. Well, I'm actually gonna do 2 questions because they're very related to each other. So first question, do you drink or eat something while you draw? I don't really do it. I always have a water bottle on my desktop because I like to have water nearby so I can drink water without having to go to the kitchen. But I've seen some people that like to prepare a coffee or some juice. Sometimes when I'm really fancy, I do it, but like it's not on my daily basis. The second question is, do you watch something or listen to something while you're drawing? When I was little, I would do that all the time, but from a few years ago, I've just started drawing with no noise around. I found that I concentrate better when I'm not watching something else while I draw. I indeed do it from time to time, but I started changing that habit, and honestly, it's a bit. I mean, it feels weird. I feel like someone who be categorized as a psycho in a movie, but I think it's good for me at the end because I get to work more centered. Sometimes, what made me being centered on a drawing is exactly listening to something. I'm not gonna lie. The commission I'm working on, I'm just listening to some music that's really epic, not from the musical. It's like Orthodox music to listen to when you are at the church and stuff like that. And yeah. Oh yeah. Another thing I do on drawing is like I speak as if I was recording a video. I do that sometimes. And I also tend to sing because I get bored, so I just need to use my mouth and speak while I do something. I don't know, that's weird. Tell me if you do that, because then I catch myself singing while I'm drawing. And I sometimes think it's weird, okay? So those will be the questions. One more time, thanks again for watching. Don't forget to drink water and don't forget to kiss the homies good night. See ya!